Top 10 People with Superpowers. Have you ever dreamed about having superpowers? Most likely if you are anything like me you have fantasized about having extraordinary abilities such as super strength or moving objects with your mind. We have found 10 people who claim to have developed some extraordinary abilities. Hyper-endurance. This is long-distance runner Dean Karnazes. Dean has superhuman endurance levels. His extraordinary feats include running on a treadmill for 80 hours non-stop, that is 350 miles, and running 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 consecutive days. Dean's science team has concluded that if he was kept properly hydrated and fed, he could literally run at around 7 to 10 miles per hour until he died of old age. The man never sleeps. Thai Ngoc is a Vietnamese insomniac. According to Vietnamese news organization Than Nguyen, he is best known for his claim of being awake for 43 years. Than Nguyen also claimed that Ngoc acquired the ability to go without sleep after a bout of fever in 1973, but according to the Vietnam Investment Review, there was no apparent cause, and no impact on his day-to-day activities. Photographic memory. Stephen Wiltshire is a British architectural artist who can look at a landscape once and then draw it with perfect accuracy. He frequently draws entire cities from memory, based on brief helicopter rides. For example, he produced a detailed drawing of 4 square miles of London after a single helicopter ride above that city. His 19-foot-long drawing of 305 square miles of New York City is based on a single 20-minute helicopter ride. Sensory abilities. Arthur Lincoln is an American physicist who can look at phonograph records and recognize the song. He says he is able to look at the grooves and recognize the song recorded. He can also tell if the song is being played loud or quiet, based on his ability to focus in on the little details of the records. Eagle vision. Veronica Sider holds the world record for being able to see the smallest object without assistance from technology. In 1972, the University of Stuttgart, in then West Germany, reported that one of their students, Veronica Sider, had a visual acuity 20 times better than average person. For example, she could identify people at a distance of more than a mile away, that is 1.6 kilometers. The typical person would need a set of binoculars to be able to accurately accomplish that. Stomach of steel. Michel Lotito was a French entertainer, born in Grenoble, famous for deliberately consuming indigestible objects without any bad effects. His performances involved the consumption of metal, glass, rubber and other materials. He disassembled, cut up, and consumed bicycles, shopping carts, televisions, and 150 other items. Superhuman memory. Daniel Temmet is able to memorize incredible amounts of information. For example, he was able to recite pi up to 22,514 digits in 5 hours and 9 minutes. Most savants are not able to explain how they accomplish their amazing abilities, but Daniel is different. He explains that in his mind every whole number up to 10,000 has its own unique texture, color, shape and feel. This has helped him to remember things visually much easier than the average person, and has experienced the visual image of 289 as very ugly, 333 as particularly attractive, and pi is beautiful. Perhaps this is how the frequency of numbers and numerology work with the logical world. Seeing with sound. Ben Underwood lost his eyesight at the young age of 3 from cancer. Ben is able to make clicking sounds using his mouth and judge the echo produced to understand his surroundings and any obstacles in his path. This unique ability has allowed Ben to walk around without any assistance, ride his bike and have other normal childhood experiences. Magnetic man. Lu Thao Lin is a man from Malaysia who can stick metal objects into his body. Although scientists cannot detect anything going on with the magnetics of his body, he is able to hold and balance a unique amount of metal objects on his skin. X-ray vision. Natasha Demkina is a Russian woman who claims to be able to see into people's bodies. Just like an X-ray machine, she is able to detect problems inside of people and diagnose them. Natasha was a normal kid up until the age of 10 according to her mother. At that age her abilities began to manifest. She describes her phenomenal abilities as follows. I was at home with my mother and suddenly I had a vision. I could see inside my mother's body and I started telling her about the organs I could see. Now, I have to switch from my regular vision to what I call medical vision. For a fraction of a second, I see a colorful picture inside the person and then I start to analyze it.